Welcome back, warriors. Do you want to command the storm like Zeus, calling down endless lightning? Or would you rather summon the heavens themselves, raining down apocalyptic meteors? This isn't just a guide, it's your path to ultimate power. So, whether you're a new player looking to dominate the endgame, or a veteran searching for that perfect build, you are in the right place. Today, we're unlocking the Arcanist's true potential with two god-tier PvE builds that do exactly that. We have Thunder Punch build and Ancient God Jolt build. We'll break down every skill, every essential gear piece, and the gameplay loop that makes you a force of nature. Let's get into it. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more guides that help you dominate the arena. First, we have the Thunder Punch build. I call this the Zeus build. This isn't just a mage, you are the god of thunder. You don't just cast spells, you command the sky to strike your enemies down with a relentless volley of lightning bolts. It's a high-energy, visually stunning playstyle that specializes in electrifying everything on your screen. Your divine arsenal is all about chaining lightning. Here's how you call down the storm. Basic skill. Explosion. Think of this as you gathering the storm clouds. It's your setup skill. When you use it on a burning target, it has a high chance to inflict multiple stacks of vulnerable, making your enemies more susceptible to the divine wrath you're about to unleash. Core skill, Thunder Punch. This is your divine command. This punch doesn't just hit an enemy, it calls a lightning strike upon them, dealing massive damage and branding them with electrocution. And here's the key. When you critically strike a branded enemy, you have a 50% chance to call down another lightning explosion. This is the chain reaction that makes the entire screen light up. Control 1. Backstab. Even Zeus needs to move with the wind. This lets you teleport across the battlefield in a flash, repositioning to find the perfect angle to call down your strikes. Control 2. Shattered Ice. This is your divine intervention. You shield yourself and your allies, and when the shield shatters, it freezes your enemies in place, perfect for holding them still while you bombard them with lightning. Ultimate skill, Thunder. This is your apotheosis. You transform into a pure lightning elemental. In this form, your power is magnified, and every skill you use has a significantly higher chance to call down additional lightning. This is when you become the storm. To truly become the god of thunder, you need the divine umbras to channel your power. These items are what transform you from a simple mage into Zeus himself. Weapon, Fate Intertwined. This is your connection to the storm itself. Every skill you cast builds your connection, making you faster and more attuned. At its peak, it doubles your casting speed and grants a 10% final damage boost, allowing you to unleash the storm at a blinding pace. Cuirass, Fell Heritage Robe. This is your lightning rod. This is the single most important item for the build. Without it, you are merely a man pretending to be a god. Its power is simple. Every time you electrocute an enemy, you have a high chance to call a free, additional lightning strike from the heavens. This is what causes the chain reactions that make your screen a constant light show. It is non-negotiable. Belt, Viper Bond. This belt makes you adaptable. It gives you 15% haste when enemies are nearby, so you punch faster in the thick of battle, and 15% mana regen when they are far, helping you recover. It's a perfect stat stick for the build. Pauldron, Elemental Disruption. This is a fantastic survival tool. When your lightning punch crits, which it will do often, you gain a shield equal to 25% of your max health. This gives you the durability to stay in melee range and keep punching without getting blown up. Bracers, Stellar Spindle. These gauntlets focus your divine power. They grant a massive plus 15% damage and a huge plus 45% critical damage specifically to your Thunder Punch. This ensures your lightning strikes hit with the force of a god. Gauntlet, Void Arm. More speed. Using your core skill, Thunder Punch, gives you stacks of haste. This synergizes perfectly with your weapon, Fate Intertwined, helping you reach that double haste bonus even faster. Boots, Void Shin. A great supportive item. It gives a small but welcome boost of 4% final damage to all allies for each party member nearby. It makes you stronger and makes your whole team better. Necklace, Balance Chain. This necklace creates a powerful snowball effect. When you land a critical hit, your additional damage increases by 3%. When you trigger additional damage, your critical damage increases by 3%. This can stack up to 10 times, meaning you can get a permanent 30% increase to both stats in a sustained fight. This is a massive scaling damage amplifier. Amulet, End's Return, Pure Survival. After you use either of your control skills, Backstab or Shattered Ice, you gain a stack of Holy Shield. This gives you another layer of defense every time you use your mobility or crowd control, making you incredibly tough to kill. Ring. Swift Shadow Finger. This ring is all about mobility and speed. Every time you use backstab, you get a 15% haste boost for 5 seconds. This makes you even faster after you teleport, allowing you to reposition and immediately start your lightning combo again. Set bonus. Fate Weaver's Binding. 2-piece. This is the divine decree that empowers your signature move. The 2-piece bonus grants a colossal plus 70% damage and plus 15% crit rate to Thunder Punch. It makes your main command over the lightning undeniable and is the final piece of the damage puzzle. So, to summarize the complete Zeus build, you are a master of the storm, equipped from head to toe to channel its power. Your gear gives you immense speed, catastrophic critical damage, and the survivability to stand your ground. The gameplay is an active, thrilling loop of teleporting, punching, and watching the sky light up with your fury. If you want to feel like an unstoppable force of nature, this is the build for you. What if you could break the game? What if cooldowns were a suggestion, and your power had no limit? Welcome to the Ancient God Jolt build. This isn't just a playstyle, it's a state of being. Your ultimate is no longer an ultimate. It is your basic attack, and your damage has no ceiling. Today we are diving deep into what I believe is the most powerful PvE build for an Arcanist. The Ancient God Jolt build. A build dedicated to one thing and one thing only. Spamming your world-ending meteor ultimate so fast that you stack a damage bonus into the stratosphere. Let's break down the divine magic and the god tier gear that makes it all possible. The entire gameplay loop of this build is a beautiful, destructive cycle. Let's look at the skills that make it tick. Basic skill, Explosion. This is your damage amplifier. When your meteors leave enemies burning, you use Explosion on them. This has a high chance to inflict multiple extra stacks of vulnerable, making all your subsequent meteors and burns hit even harder. It's the final touch in your damage rotation. Core skill, Jolt. This is your spark. You're not using this for its direct damage. You are using it as a debuff delivery system. Every lightning spear applies electrocution, marking your enemies for death. Your goal is to hit as many targets as possible to set up the entire battlefield for the main event. Control 1, Backstab, and Control 2, Shatter Dice. These are your survival tools in a world of chaos. Backstab lets you teleport to safety, while Shatter Dice provides a shield and a crucial freeze. You use these not for damage, but to stay alive long enough to drop another meteor. Ultimate skill, Skyfire. This is the main event. This is your Apocalypse button. It doesn't just hit once, it deals massive initial damage, applies 11 stacks of burning, and leaves a burning area on the ground. But its most important function is to be your primary source of damage. You'll be casting this constantly. Now, this incredible skill cycle is 100% enabled by a set of perfectly synergistic Umbra items. This is where the magic happens. Weapon, Ancient God Call. This is the namesake of the build and your infinite damage stacker. Listen closely to this effect. Upon using ultimate skill, grants 10 stacks of final damage, 4% each, for 7 seconds. That is a 40% final damage increase every time you cast your meteor. The goal is to cast your ultimate again before these stacks fall off. When you achieve this, you're not just doing damage, you're climbing an endless ladder of power, maintaining a permanent, massive damage bonus that makes you a true ancient god. Necklace, Temporal Pendant. This is the engine of the infinite loop. This item is why you can spam your ultimate. Its effect is simple but game-breaking. When your hail skill hits an enemy, each stack of chill, burning, or electrocution on them reduces your ultimate's cooldown by 10%. Your ultimate applies burn. Your jolt applies electrocution. Hitting a group of 5 debuffed enemies can instantly refund 50% or more of your ultimate cooldown. This is what transforms your ultimate from a long cooldown ability into a spammable nuke. Bracers, Enigmatic Imprint. This is your stack insurance policy. Remember, you lose a weapon stack every time you lose HP. This bracer makes you immune to overflowing damage when your shield breaks. This prevents a single massive hit from not only killing you, but also from wiping out all 10 of your hard-earned damage stacks in one shot. It is the ultimate defense for your offense. Amulet, End's Return. This is your active stack preservation tool. Every time you use a control skill, you gain a holy shield. This isn't just a tiny buffer for your health, it's a buffer for your stacks. By constantly refreshing a shield through smart ability usage, you prevent your actual HP from being chipped away, which in turn prevents you from losing those critical 4% final damage stacks from your weapon. You use your mobility to maintain your damage. Gauntlet, Void Arm. This is your rhythm piece.
It gives you a 5% haste stack for 3 seconds every time you use Jolt, up to 20%. This lets you apply debuffs faster, leading to quicker ultimate resets.
Ring, Swift Shadow Finger. This provides a 15% haste boost after using Backstab. Combined with the Void Arm, you will be zipping around the battlefield at lightning speed. Cuirass and Greaves, Dragon Requiem set with Hail CD affix. This stat is not a recommendation, it is a mandatory requirement. You must have the Hail CD, ultimate skill cooldown reduction affix on your Cuirass and Greaves. This raw cooldown reduction works in tandem with your necklace. It lowers the base cooldown of your ultimate, making it exponentially easier for the temporal pendant to fully reset it. Without this, your loop stutters. With it, your meteors rain down without end. Set bonus, Dragon Requiem, full set. This set turns you from a meteor specialist into an elemental master. The set bonus means that using any of your elemental skills builds energy. This energy can then be consumed to grant you elemental skill enhancement, a powerful buff that supercharges all your damage. It perfectly complements the build, adding another massive layer of scaling power on top of your weapon stacks. So let's be clear about what this build truly is. The Ancient God Jolt Arcanist isn't just another powerful setup. It's a fundamental shift in how you approach the game. You are not a caster who sometimes uses an ultimate. You are a meteor mage, and your ultimate is your primary skill. Everything in this build, every skill, every item, serves one singular purpose: to feed the endless cycle of meteor spam.
Your entire gameplay shifts from a standard rotation to a high-stakes resource management game. But the resource you're managing isn't mana, it's time and stacks. You are constantly racing against that 7-second timer on your weapon buff, using your cooldown resets to refresh it and climb higher. Your defenses, your shields from the amulet and bracers, aren't just for survival. They are armor for your damage stacks, protecting the immense power you've built. This is why it's the forever meta. It has a clear, infinitely scaling win condition. It turns you from a participant in a fight into the director of your own apocalypse. If you master the rhythm of spamming, stacking, and shielding, there is no PvE content in the game that can stand against you.
So, if you want to play a build that truly feels limitless, the Ancient God Jolt build is your answer.
Now, to truly perfect your build, there are 2 more layers of optimization we haven't covered in this video. First, your passive skills. Choosing the right passives is what takes a great build and makes it legendary. The right combinations can further amplify your lightning damage, increase your survivability, or reduce your cooldowns even more. And second, your ideal sidekick lineup. The right sidekick isn't just a companion, they're a crucial part of your stat sheet. Using sidekicks that provide haste, cooldown reduction, or final damage can push your damage output into overdrive. Detailing every single optimal passive and sidekick combination would double the length of this video. So, instead of making you wait, we've compiled everything. Every passive, every sidekick recommendation, and even more detailed gear alternatives on our dedicated community wiki page. The link is in the description below. It's the perfect companion to this video, and is constantly updated with the latest meta discoveries. So, head over to the wiki to finish your build, and let us know which god you decided to become, the Zeus of Thunder or the Lord of Meteors, in the comments below. If this guide helped you, please like and subscribe for more. It really helps the channel out. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.